Welcome back to Get Ready with Juanita. If you'd like to know how I got this look today, please continue watching. Hi guys, I've already got my base products on, and I'm going to start off with doing my foundation. So I'm going to use my Fenty foundation today as normal. I do like this for my everyday wear. So I'll just apply a little bit everywhere. And then I'll use my BK Beauty foundation brush to blend this into my skin. I had let my moisturizers and my primers sink into my skin for several minutes before I started doing this. And then what I'm going to do is just add a little bit more foundation, just sort of in the areas I want a bit more coverage, because this foundation does build up. And I'm just going to add a little bit more along there, just around my cheek area where I have a little bit more redness just with the rash surfacing again. Okay, good, perfect. I love the way this foundation blends on my skin, and it's so light. I can't get over how light it is. I'm going to just go in with some Serum Concealer from Tower 28. And I'll just apply it in those high touch areas or high wear areas. I'm just going to blend this out. I'll hit my eyes last because the longer you let it sit there, and it'll it'll dry down just a little bit, giving you more coverage. So I'll just let it sit there just for just a minute or two longer. Lovely. And then I'll just start on the outer bit. And just right here. And now I'll just go in here, patting. Okay, lovely. And I'm going to actually I'll go in with the rest of my cream products. Getting out of my zone again. What I'm going to do is use my Rare Beauty Happy Soul bronzer. And I'll just put some on there. And then I'm just going to blend this out. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm going to use my Huda Beauty cream blush, and I'm going to put a little bit on of this just because I am going to be using a peach. Oh, that smells so nice. This actually smells really nice. I'm going to be using a peach powdered blush later, so just going to use this. Boop, boop. I'll blend this in. This is quite pigmented. I used the same amount, 2 dots, but that's okay. It'll dry down and lose some of its whoosh in a minute anyway, so I'm not too worried. And even I'll be blending in the edges and everything, so that's all good. So I'm just going to go off screen and I'm going to get my eyebrows done, and I'll be back in a minute. I'm back, and I got my eyebrows done. And I also created this eye look using my Glow Up palette from Ensley Reign. I really love this palette. The eyeshadows and the shimmers are just phenomenal. So I'm just going to show you how I achieved this look today. So the first shadow I went in with is this light one here. So I'm just going to start that off in my crease, just creating a somewhat of a transition shade. It's very light though. You could really use this color for your inner corner if you wanted to. It's a beautiful bright shade. I didn't realize it until I laid it on my lid and I was like, ooh, that is just gorgeous. Wow, nice and bright. I didn't expect that. And now that I got that color laid, I'm just going to go into the next color, which is this one right here, this beautiful color right here. I'm just going to start to build that up in my crease as well. We're going to lay this down and start building this up. And this is a beautiful bright color too. Like these colors are really beautiful and bright and shimmery. I can really see myself getting a lot of use out of this palette, especially for the summer. But I have so many other palettes too that I absolutely love, and it's hard when I get myself into a rut. So I really try to use all of my palettes and appreciate them all, because I just do. I have a lot of fun doing this. The next color I'm going to go in with is this one here, and I'm just going to start to build up my outer corner depth here. I need to create a little bit of depth. I like to have that in some shape or form, but this is how I got it today. I used this color and then I came under my lash a little bit, my lash line. And I'm just going to continue to sort of, I pack it on there and then I start to, from there, I try to blend it out, sort of blending out those edges. Lovely. The next thing I'm going to do is just lay some of my NYX glitter glue. Really pretty. Really soft look, and I like that. And I'm going to use this gorgeous shimmer here. There's so many shimmers that I have to use in this palette yet, but this one is just gorgeous. And now that I got that laid, I'm going to use this brush here. I'm going to use it to blend the shimmer in. This is a very loose shimmer. Like when you touch it, it's soft and it's just gorgeous. It picks up so easily, but I find I have to blend mine in just a little bit, just to where I got some crinklies and wrinklies where I'm in my 50s. Lovely. And now that I got that laid down, I'm going to do some more blending. I'm going to start off with this dark color again, and I'm just going to come back in here. I'm just going to shape that around the shimmer just to blend those in. And I'm also going to go back in with this beautiful peachy shade here. And I'm going to blend around the edges because I want to get that to pop a bit. And also blending in the edges of that dark color. So I'm just going to do this for a little bit just to get the blend where I want it. Just gonna wipe this off. I want to bring it right down into that corner and under as well. There we go. Lovely. I like that. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to wipe this brush. I'm using this brush. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of this shimmer here. Just a little bit. And I'm going to use this in my inner corner. I'm going to bring it up a bit. Lovely. Okay. Now that I got that done, I'm going to use my e.l.f. palette to do my brow bone. So I always like to use this color here. It's even a little bit brighter than the first color that I laid down. And again, I really like this. And then I'm just going to go on the outer edges of that shimmer I had laid because I still want to bring some brightness into my eye, and I'm going to bring it up. There we go. There we go. And I'm just going to wipe that off because I was around the shimmers and I don't want to get too much shimmer on it because I'm going to do my nose next. I'm just going to go down and doot. Just do my regular doot. And then I'm going to do a little bit of contouring around my nose. Just got to get my brush. Let's see, maybe a second ago. There it is. I find this a much easier method to do a little bit of contouring. I've seen other methods used, but I like this one. And what I do is I'll go into the sides and also blend it in. Also, like with the finishing powder, I use my finishing powder to also blend this out or blend it in a little bit, just so that there's no harsh lines. And so I'm just going to use this just to blend those streaks so that it's not so obvious streaks. There we go. Nice. I like that. So then I'm just going to go in with my powders, and I'm going to use my ambient lighting palette from Hourglass. And this was just from the Christmas past. Mine's a little bit deceiving because I got the dragon outer casing, but this is the middle shade. It's not the lightest shade, it's the middle. And I'm going to start with the bronzer. This one's more on the neutral side, which I appreciate. I'm just going to use a little bit just to increase that depth. Nice. And then I'm going to use one of my new Rephr blush brushes, and I'm going to go in with this shade here. This beautiful shade. Let's see now. Oh, that is lovely. Ooh. That was a bit of a... I just got to do some blending now. And I see I got a little bit of a mess right here, but when I'll see how it goes now. I might have to clean that up just a little bit because I don't want the blue to come down so far there. And I don't have it in this eye, but there's a little bit there. So I'm going to just do a little bit of magic there and just tidy that up so I get more of the finish that I want. There we go. I really like that. That's so pretty. I'm enjoying these new brushes I got from Rephr. All right, so let's see. Let's see if just even doing my finishing powder around that area will help it a little bit. So I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder. And I like to go around the edges anyway, just to blend them in, just so I don't have anything too harsh and everything blends nicely. Let's just see if I come up here. Can I? Might use just a little bit of shadow just to do a little bit more blending there. It sounds so small. A lot of people, oh, I got a little bit of fallout here, guys, a little bit of glitter fallout, and that don't happen very often with me, but that's okay. It was just a little bit. Okay. And I'm liking how that's looking. I'm just going to just do a little bit more blending in that area. I just want to see if I can get that color where I actually want it. And I think this is why. Yeah, that's what it was. Look. We can just brighten that back up a little bit. And I like that so much better already. It's taking away some of that blue from there. And it's just because I got a little bit of veining there. I just don't want it to be. And you know what? Nobody probably noticed but me anyway. And that's the truth. All right, guys. So the next thing I'm going to go in with is my Charlotte Tilbury finishing spray. Lovely. Oh, I just like how that melts everything together. And I'm just going to go off screen and I'm going to do my mascara, and I'm going to use my Panorama mascara today, and I'll be back in a minute. I'm back, and I did my mascara, and really, really remembering why I love L'Oreal's Panorama mascara in Black is Black. It's my favorite. I really just like the length and the amount of volume that I get with this mascara, and really love it for my everyday looks for sure. So anyway, guys, really enjoyed using the palette. For my lips, I just used my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and then I used my Odin's Eye Love Language Lippy in Snuggle from the Love Language collection, and to complete my look. So guys, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, and that way you're notified of any future uploads. As well, if you enjoyed today's content, please give the video a like. It would really help out my channel. And leave a comment. I would love to hear your opinion. Anyway, guys, I gotta say I'm feeling good and I'm ready for my day. And I wish all of you guys a good day too. Bye.